mystic did not fall from somewhere else. Strive to pay attention to simple aspects of life, very simple things. Very simple things means extremely simple things. Just right now, how do you know that you're here? What is the basis, I'm asking?
I am talking with you.
Even when you're not speaking, you still know that you're here, right?
Yeah.
So how do you know?
I'm perceiving
What?
that I am in this place. There is an audience here. We're in
No,
conversation.
even if you close your eyes, you're
I
still
have
here,
a
right?
mindfulness. I'm attentive to the fact that I'm in conversation. I'm conscious.
You're conscious.
I'm conscious.
The reason that you know that you're here is because you're conscious. How do you know that you have a body?
Because I can move my hand.
So many things can move.
But I am causing my hand to move.
Fine, even if you don't move, you know it's there, right?
Yeah.
How do you know? Because there is sensation in the body,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
If no sensation in your body, you wouldn't know whether it's here or not.
True.
No consciousness, you wouldn't know whether you're here or not,
Right.
yes?
Yep.
So these are taken for granted things. If you pay little attention to these things, you will see there's a whole world out there, there's a whole existence by itself, just your sensation. If you pay enough attention, you know the nature of your physical existence. If you pay attention to what you're calling as my consciousness, you know the nature of your basic existence. Once you know the nature of your existence, that is when you can use this gadget well. I'm calling this a gadget because human mechanism is the most sophisticated mechanism on the planet. We are on top of the evolutionary heap, not for nothing. It's taken millions of years to manufacture you. Yes?
Yep.
Not a simple process. An enormous process has happened to get you to this level of neurological sensitivity, sensations, awareness, everything. So these are the keys of your existence. But everybody is reading a book or they're looking at the cosmos through their iPhone. Nobody's paying attention to this because this is the basis of your existence. Only if you know this, you can employ this to its fullest capability. Even if you take your cell phone, the more you know about it, the better you can use it, isn't it?
Right.
The same with this. So what this whole unnecessarily exaggeration is not the word, unnecessarily decorated thing about self-realization means is, you know more about this or you know everything that's worth knowing about this. That means you can use this whichever way you want. If you want to sit still here for the rest of your life, you can sit. If you want to jump out and be active, you can do. If you want to do this and that together, you can do. Whatever you want, you can do because you know the mechanism fully, in its entirety, not just the physicality of it, but its entirety. So if you know this, suppose your body happens as per your instruction, your mind happens as per your instruction, your life energies happen as per your instruction, how will you keep it? Pleasant or unpleasant?
Pleasant.
Pleasant. At least for yourself, highest level of pleasantness. What you want for your neighbor may be debatable, but what you want for yourself is clear. So when you want pleasantness, now generally, if you are very pleasant, we say you're blissful. Now, bliss can get boring sometimes, okay? Yes?
Good to
Pleasantness
know that.
gets boring, isn't it, sometimes? You want some slosh to happen, now you use ecstasy. But that slosh cannot be kept up. Bliss can be kept for your entire life. Ecstasy cannot be kept for your entire life. You go up and you come down. Or in other words, bliss is a sustainable level of pleasantness, the height of pleasantness. Ecstasy is not sustainable, but you can hit it often enough, at least a few times in a day you must hit it.
Take a moment now and just sit with yourself, not as someone trying to figure out anything, not as someone trying to fix anything, but simply as a human being who is breathing, who is alive, and who has just spent a few minutes listening to something that stirred something inside. Most of the time, we move through life on the surface. We react, we respond, we rush, we plan, we fear, we hope. We try to control so many things. Yet, somewhere deep within, there is a part of us that is constantly whispering, there must be more than this. And maybe that whisper is not asking for another achievement. Maybe it is not asking for another goal. Maybe it is simply asking you to turn inward and look at yourself gently without judgment. You see, every day we pay so much attention to the world around us, how people behave, how situations unfold, how life is treating us. But how often do we really sit and get curious about what is happening within us? What makes us joyful one moment and irritated the next? What creates love one day and insecurity the next? What makes us feel alive today but empty tomorrow? Self realization is not about becoming something new. It's not about turning into a different person. It is simply about understanding this mechanism called me, this body, this mind, this breath, this energy, the way you would understand a mystical instrument you wish to play beautifully. And when you know how your body works, you take care of it differently. When you know how your mind works, you stop fighting it. When you understand your energy, you stop feeling helpless. And when all this part of you start aligning, a certain ease naturally appears. A kind of silent joy, a quiet ecstasy that does not depend on anyone or anything. You don't have to believe in anything. You don't have to accept or reject anything. Just begin with one simple step. Pay attention to yourself, not the story of yourself, but the living experience of you. You are what you are feeling right now. Where is your breath? Is your body tense or relaxed? Is your mind racing or watching? Just becoming aware in this simple way is already a gentle movement towards inner freedom. And remember, you don't have to rush this. You don't, self realization is not a race. It's not a competition. It is a journey of becoming sensitive to what is already here. You don't have to force bliss. You don't have to chase ecstasy. When the body, the mind, and the energies begin to follow your direction, those states simply arrive like a guest who walks through the door without you calling them. So, as you move into the rest of your day or night, just carry one small thing with you, not as a pressure, but as a gentle invitation. Can I be a little more aware of myself right now? Not tomorrow, not the next week, just now. This is all it takes. One moment of awareness, and then one more, and one more. No struggle, just noticing. Thank you for being here, for listening, not just with your ears, but with your inner space. Take a deep breath, soften the body, and allow yourself to simply be for a few more seconds before you leave. You deserve this stillness. You deserve this ease. And when you are ready, you can open your eyes or continue sitting as long as you wish. This is not a summary of Sadhguru's word. It is simply my interpretation of the deep wisdom he imparted. Kindly keep them separated and do not misunderstand. Thank you for joining, and we will see you tomorrow. Until then, please take care. Namaskaram.
चंद्रचूड़ शिव शंकर पार्वती रमणा निनगे नमो नमो